Welcome back to day 20 of the course in Mastery. Today, Tom Wood is going to discuss the process of living in love. Then, Dr. Barbara DeAngelis is back to describe the true purpose of your life. Here's Tom.
Part of being a whole person and feeling truly happy in life is to understand the importance and magnitude of love in our lives. Love is one of those ineffable subjects that we use to describe everything from sex to food to friendship and marriage. The love I'm talking about is deep down respect, admiration, and unconditional acceptance. Of course, we all want to have that kind of love for someone special in our life. And the truth is, it's just about impossible to have that for somebody else if we don't feel that way about ourselves. This is not easy. We all tend to be our harshest critics. We all hold ourselves to high standards. And when we don't deliver, when we don't meet those expectations, we tend to beat ourselves up, probably just a little too much. What if you could look at yourself and recognize that all your problems and challenges were exactly the way life was supposed to be? No judgments. Your divine imperfections just a part of life. Then would you be able to look at the people in your life that you love and say the same thing? Could you accept them unconditionally? No changes, exactly as they are? Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I already accept my partner as they are. I love them unconditionally. The problem is, they don't love me unconditionally. They don't accept me as I am. Well, then you still have one more person to accept unconditionally. Yourself. It's almost impossible to ask somebody else to love you unconditionally if you don't love yourself that way. The way you feel about yourself is a big part of who you attract in your life. Here's what I'd like you to do today. In your journal, write down exactly how you would like someone to love you. What would you like them to do for you? What would you like them to say to you? How would you like them to feel about you? When you get finished writing down everything you want that person in your life to do, say, and feel about you, look at what you've written, and that's what you need to do for yourself. I know that the better you get at loving and accepting yourself, the more love you attract in your life. That's it for me today. Coral's going to introduce you to one of the world's greatest experts on relationships. This should be a good day.
Today, Dr. Barbara DeAngelis is back to describe your true purpose in life is to love. To love who you are, to love the people that you encounter, to love the process of living itself. She also goes on to explain the positive effects that living with love can have on your life when you choose to accept that mission.
We forget why we are here. And in the process of forgetting that, think we're here for other things and focus on those and miss the point. I have found in my searching that we are here for one reason, and that is to love. To love ourselves, to love our planet, to love one another, and to express that love in many different ways, whether it's through creativity, through service, through raising children, through developing ourselves. But love is the operative force in the universe. You were born out of love. There was at least a moment, 3 seconds, of what we can call as close to love as possible that created you. Some force pulled two people together, and they at least felt that it was something like love to create you. Union is what creates everything. That is the law of the universe. This is the real journey we are on. It is the path of love. When we forget that, we get into a lot of trouble. When we think we're here to do something else, we are not effective. I will give you an example. If I think that I'm here to give you a lecture, you're not going to have a good time. I'm here to love you. I'm here to love you in the most appropriate way I can. To feel your concerns, your excitement, to feel For those of you who are very successful already, how I can help balance that out and have you feel that same kind of success in other areas. To feel for those of you sitting watching all the winners thinking, I'll never get there, how to give you that sense of vision that you can. I'm here to feel you, to love you as a brother, as a sister, as a fellow traveler, and share my process with you. To love you as best as I can from standing up here with 15, 18, 2,000 people. Now, if I'm talking at you, if I'm giving you a lecture that I prepared and gave to the National Mortician Society last week, I'm not serving my purpose on earth. I may be doing my job, I may be earning my money, but I'm not serving my purpose, which is to love. Love has to be a part of what you're doing, for what you're doing to give you joy back, and for it to be effective. But if we remember why we are here, our assignment, our prime directive, you've always known it was about love. And it is. And it works when you remember it. And it feels right. It feels right. And you will get response from the universe, from people, because that is what the universe was created from. So when we forget why we're here in any situation, it becomes the long way home, the long way selling, the long way building an organization. If you forget the love, if you remember the love, it will pour in for you. This is easier than it sounds, isn't it? Easier than it sounds, because this challenges you to find the love inside of you. This challenges you to find the love underneath your anger, your impatience with yourself and others, your criticism of that other people aren't doing it as well as you could do it, for those of you who have lots of people you work with, your frustration that your vision isn't matched by your results all the time. It is a challenge every day to hold on to that love and that vision. But you have to. And you have to remind yourself, why am I here? Why am I here? Put that up on little yellow stickies all over the place. Before you go in to talk to somebody, remember, this appointment is about love. That's what it's about. Now, you don't walk in and go, hi, my name's Joe Schmo, and I'm here to love you today. Because I don't know if you're going to get very good results, though it might work for some of you. But in your mind, if you walk in knowing that, if you walk into an interaction with someone and you know that, and you bathe people in that energy, you will see an amazing difference. This is not New Age hocus pocus. This is not metaphysical mumbo jumbo. This is the way the universe works. How many of you have children? Great. If you have a little baby, a 1-year-old baby who's trying to learn to walk, really desperately trying, and every time he or she starts to stand up, they tumble down. Imagine if you looked at that baby. Now remember, your objective, you think, is to get that baby to walk. If the real objective is to get it to walk, some people, purely philosophically, might, when the baby fell down, look at it and say, oh, what a klutz, which that was completely wrong. All right, I want you to crawl back, start again. This time what I want you to do is hold on as you go and then slowly let go, all right? Because that you blew it. Can you imagine? If you heard a friend talking to a child like that, you'd say, oh, what an abusive parent. That's terrible. How could they talk to their child like that? What do you do when your baby's trying to learn to walk? Your little child takes one step, and it kind of looks at you with that look like, am I going to make it? Am I not going to make it? And then it falls down. And what do? You go, oh, you took a step. That's fabulous. And the child's thinking, I did? I think I just kind of blew it. No, you took a step. And it is that look on your face, it is that encouragement that gets that child motivated in spite of the pain, in spite of the bumps, to stand up and go through the humiliation of trying again until we learn to walk. Now, how many of you ever tried to learn a sport such as skiing or rollerblading as an adult? All right. Is it easy? And I bet a lot of you just gave it up. Say, oh, I can't do this. I'm not falling down. So you know how difficult it is to learn to walk, and yet we all did. How? We were motivated not through techniques, not through motivational programming. Love. Love is what did it. Love taught your child to talk. Love moves mountains. Love changes the world, if you really think about it. People need to feel loved and valued to take chances, to take risks. Love is that safety net. You can translate this however you want for yourself. But if you've been trying mentally, intellectually, to be smarter, to be more clear, just to be more organized, to have a fancier chart, to do this, you may want to just experiment for a week. Let go of control, for those of you who are control freaks, and just try loving and winging it and see what happens. So what am I saying about remembering? I am saying remember the purpose of every interaction ultimately has to be connection from the heart for you to be successful at whatever you want to do next. Whether you want to sell, whether I want to teach. It is about connection. If you're not good at connection, learn how to do it. That's what I teach people. That's what my programs are about. Because to me, that's the basis of everything that really works. And what gives you the joy back from the process.
Tomorrow, we will talk about the most effective way to have everything you want in life come to you. See you tomorrow and make it a great day.